Hello, Resetter. Happy June to you. I am so excited to come to you, y'all, today. So, if you are a follower of God, Can I Hold a Dollar? The podcast brought to you by Reset Budgeting and Financial Coaching comes out once a week. If you have been paying attention to the podcast that's been uploaded here on YouTube, you may have heard me talk about Barbados, which was the last installment from the podcast. So I am back from Barbados. It took me a minute to get acclimated and really actually take it in and do a reset. So I'm really, really happy I was able to take that trip, that I was intentional about putting some money aside. It was a trip that was planned. It was absolutely a monumental trip because it was in celebration of a very special milestone from my girlfriend Eb, who you've actually heard on the podcast, if you tune into the podcast, who shared some amazing tips and tricks early on. And so she celebrated her beautiful 50th milestone. So once again, happy birthday, Eb. I hope that Barbados and our trips was everything that you wanted it to be. I have a feeling it was. We had an amazing time. And so that trip was really carefully planned. And so now back in the States, back at it. And I normally release the podcast on Thursdays. Kind of, fluctuates between Thursdays, Fridays sometimes. And this week, though, I was thinking about, a couple of things. I had a topic in mind, and I know some people do podcasts and they kind of front load them. I personally like to do a podcast at least a week ahead. And sometimes, might be a couple of days ahead because you never know what's going to be trending. You never know what may come up. And I want to make sure that I bring you information that is super fresh. But just for the sake of just doing the podcast and releasing on Thursday, I just was not settled with the topic. And so I said, well, I will definitely make sure that I get a podcast out by this week, even if it doesn't go out on a Thursday. So thank y'all for the grace when it doesn't always just come out on Thursday, but I know there's a reason why, and I'm so thankful that I just didn't put the podcast out for the sake of putting the podcast out. So I may, and 100% TMI, previously, may have shared with you all that shower time for me is my time when I have time with God, and when I can pray and I can praise Him and thank Him for all that He's done. I can bring my cares, my burdens, my worries to Him. And, in this particular season, we've got a lot that we need to take care of and we need to do. We've got some goals, we've got some obligations, and they're pretty significant. And so I was bringing all that to God's feet. But I also, in my prayer, was acknowledging that, if you don't do another thing, you've just been that good. You've been good to me. I've never felt like I've been walking alone. Even when things didn't happen in the way that I needed them to, there always was a reason. I always saw the divine wisdom. And so bringing these things to His feet, I heard NNC. I put the C on. But NN, and NN, y'all, it means nothing new. It was like, Lord, I don't need nothing new. I don't really need another thing. I look around my home, I look around this office, I look around, in my drawers, in my closets, and whatever, in my kitchen. I don't really need another thing. I don't know about y'all. I have a feeling I got some folks out there that will be nodding with me, right? I don't need another thing. God has blessed me so much that there's nothing else I really need to purchase. There's nothing else I really need to buy. And so this is where this challenge has come from. And so I'm really hoping that there's a handful of folks that will partner with me for at least the month of June. I personally have some personal goals. And so I am going to see if I can elongate that past June. And to partner with me on the Nothing New Challenge. All right, so how does the Nothing New Challenge go? It is pretty simple. You're buying nothing new. Really, you are not buying anything new. Now, let me give you the caveats here. We're not talking groceries, things of that nature. If there's socks or things or clothes or whatever that need to be replaced, you're taking something out and bringing something in for the maintenance of your family or yourself. That's something different. But when I'm talking about, y'all, I'm talking about those impromptu purchases, those things that you go into a store and you didn't plan to come out with, and you got a whole extra bag, or you're scrolling through Instagram and TikTok and they've got this wonder bra here and this product here, and learn more and shop here and what have you. That's the stuff I'm talking about. And so I am just believing God that He is going to show my family and me where all the money has been hidden in those types of behaviors, right? Blow my mind, Jesus. As if I can take a page out of Minister Tamara Edwards' book, who's an amazing singer and storyteller for the Lord, at our church. But that's one of her trademark coin phrases is "blow my mind, Jesus." Like, show me where I have been expending money I didn't need to, even if I assigned it. Show me where I can actually glean back and there's some money to put in the directions that I needed to go. And to do that, I don't need to buy nothing new. Just groceries, things for the household or what have you. Now, here's some caveats. And for those of you all that are going to join me on this journey, you have control over this. Now, in some of these challenges that I've seen prior to, nothing new means even no gifts, right? No gifts for anyone who's having a birthday or whatever the case may be. I'm going to leave that up to you. If that is an exclusion that you want, because maybe you've been saving up for something, or you've got a very significant or special thing that you have planned to do with someone, by all means, feel free. But for me, my exclusion is probably going to be my son. And I've already taken care of Father's Day. So thank goodness for that. But yeah, we have a birthday coming up for the end of the year for our kiddo. That's going to be an exception. But the day-to-day, the little things, I'm in line, or, oh, this is cute, or, oh, I came in here for this and I'm walking out for this, grocery store, Ross, Marshalls, Saks, whatever the case may be. Those are the type of things I really pray into God in regards to the behavior, and to show me where that money is that I'm looking for that I may already have. And I think you might benefit too. So follow me, like and subscribe. If you're not already liked and subscribed to this channel, head on over to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. Those are where we're most active. And like and subscribe as well. Would love to have you a part of the Reset family. And in the comments, let me know I'm in it for June, right? Hashtag I'm in it for June, right? Hashtag Reset June NNC. All right, let me know. I want to check in on us. I want to jump in and check and see how are things going. What are you realizing in not spending? And keep track of that. When you get the urge to grab something at the counter or whatever, keep track of what that little money would have been if you spent it, so that we can see collectively how much money do we just let go out of the door unplanned. Even if we pre-plan, even if you're cash budgeting and you put it in your miscellaneous, how much money could we actually be gleaning back to do some extra good? So that is what I got out of the shower. And I wanted to share it with you. I know it's June 1st, but I mean, it came to me. You're okay. If you spent today, you're okay. Start tomorrow. But I'd love for you to join with me. Once again, like and subscribe in the actual comments below. Hashtag ResetNNC. Hashtag Reset. I'm in it for June. Let me know that you're in it with me and that I'm not in this by myself. All right. All right. God bless you all. I hope that you have the most amazing June, the most amazing month yet this year, that what you're praying for, what you're worried about, that we get a chance to put that at God's feet and take that off our shoulders. I'm talking to myself as well. All right. God bless y'all, and I'll see you next time.